Okay, so Alex Caruso does an unbelievable job here of sprinting back in transition. Like, this is phenomenal. Now, Nikola Vucevic, the opposite. Let's take a look. Where's Vucevic? Why is Vucevic getting down to the middle of nowhere? You needed to be coming this way towards Nasri. You don't get back to people that are being defended. Like, jeez. Okay, this is horrible drop coverage by Vucevic. Your feet have to be set. You got to be able to guard the ball, but you got to be able to slide over to Naz Reid. Like, look at you're just back. You have no chance of sliding over. Waste of time. Have to have your feet set. Why is Zach LaVine backpedaling here? Look at this. Look at his feet. Why did he just backpedal there? So now you're not going to be able to guard D'Angelo Russell. And for what? Hey, if you are Nikola Vucevic in transition here, like, you gotta come. Like, Caruso is not going to be able to guard the ball. You got to come over here and take the ball. These players are guarding those Timberwolves players. The ball is what you have to be worried about, and it just doesn't seem like you share that worry. Cannot do this. You can see Patrick Williams leaning towards this screen. Look at Patrick Williams. Look at him feeling out this screen. Well, you just got beat. Okay, so there's a double team at the rims. Okay, so this pass gets made. Stop. Okay, so Vucevic has to be the one to rotate here. Caruso is going into the stands. Vucevic has to come to the corner. Vucevic has to come to the corner. Look at Vucevic. If this Bulls player is going underneath the screen, Nikola Vucevic needs to stay home here. Like, he's going under the screen. This isn't drop coverage. You're not switching. Like, look at the stops. This Bulls player it went under the screen. Like, right now you're just screening this Bulls player. Like, this Bulls player can't guard the ball now because you just screened your own man. Okay, again with the rotation when you double here. Okay, so this pass gets made. Stop. So the rotation is this player is here. This player is going to come here. DeMar DeRozan has to come here because this player is going to go here. This player can't go here, okay? And, okay, so this is an amazing shot, of course. Stop. But there is 4 seconds on the shot clock. Alex Caruso just needs to get up and guard D'Angelo Russell. What is Alex Caruso doing here? What is that? Why'd you just clap your hands? Were you looking for a call? Well, wait for a dead ball. This is how the shot gets off. Like, why can't you just play defense? Why? Why do you have to gamble? You just gambled there. You're going to gamble again here. Like, this is a disaster. Like, I'm not enjoying this. Yeah, so as D'Angelo Russell is pulling his dribble back here, now is the time for Derrick Jones Jr. to get up and get your feet set so you can slide your feet. See, Derrick Jones Jr. is not doing that. So look at this. So he's not up enough, apparently, because look what Derrick Jones Jr. is going to do. Look at how he's about to step up there. So you just took your off balance out because D'Angelo Russell's about to coach. You're playing off your front foot. D'Angelo Russell's going downhill. Again, if you're Vucevic and you're in drop coverage, you have to have your feet set. You can't just start backpedaling because you've got to be able to slide over to this player rolling. Okay? Like, look at Vucevic here. Stop. You're not in a defensive stance. Like, you're backpedaling. You have no chance. Same thing. This is a problem. This is a real problem. Again, if you're in drop coverage, your feet must be set. Look at Vucevic. He's in drop coverage. He is backpedaling again. He has no chance of rotating. This horrible transition defense. We can't see these Bulls players yet, but the fact that when we do get to see them, that this is where they are on the floor, like, what is going on here? This is called not being organized in transition. You got 3 players worried about 2 Timberwolves players across half court and not this Timberwolves player. Again, if you're DeMar DeRozan, you have a chance to get in a defensive stance with your feet set. You are currently not. Your feet are not level to each other. They're too close together, and you're just feet. Look at you're backpedaling. You just backpedaled, and you're still not in a defensive stance. So now you're off balance, and Anthony Edwards is going to torch you. Okay, so the Bulls are trapping now because drop coverage didn't work because Vucevic was terrible at it. So if you're trapping, stop. This player has got to rotate up here, and this player has to rotate here. These are the players you're worried about that are 1 pass away. This player that's 2 passes away, it's a good enough trap. You shouldn't be worried. But if you're trapping and it's this easy to pass out of, well, now the Timberwolves have numbers, and your trap was pointless. I mean, the Bulls are doubling here. Stop. If Patrick Williams is doubling, then this Bulls player can't be staring at the ball. He's got to be up and ready to rotate because he's going to have to come here. This player go here. Like that's how this works. Like you can't double and then try and get back to the three-point line. Like, are you kidding me? Okay, you can't backpedal in transition. So get to a spot where you feel comfortable getting in a defensive stance with your feet set. If you're backpedaling, you're playing off your back foot. And against Anthony Edwards, not good enough. So this is a problem here. So in transition, the focus is getting back when you're across half court. That's it. You're not worried about the ball when it's across half court on the other side of the floor. Just get back. So this is the problem with Patrick Williams right here. So he's not getting back as opposed. So if he got back, he could just simply slide here and it'd be fine. But it's not fine. This is just way too much time staring at the ball. Look at Goran Dragic here. He is literally never going to see his man. Look at Dragic here. Wow. Okay, so here's a problem. Why is Vucevic in the paint and his man is out here? Look at the problem. So the fact he's not out here, look he's going to end up running into a Timberwolves player. This player isn't setting a screen. He just ran into him because he was so far away from his man. So what does that mean? Well, now Vucevic is not going to be able to get in drop coverage because he just ran into someone. So, again, you're Nikola Vucevic. Your only thing you're worried about is the ball when your man has the ball. Stop. You have to keep your man in front of you. You can't guess that this is going to be a handoff like you just did because it's not a handoff and you guess wrong. And that means Minnesota is scoring. Have to communicate in transition. If you're Patrick Williams here, you've got to right now say, I'm going to take the ball because you're not going to be able to get over here. This Bulls player can get over here. You have to take the ball. Like, there's just no communication. None. None at all. Derrick Jones Jr. is out of his backpedaling. You're not even in a defensive stance. He's backpedaling. This is a disaster. Okay, fine. This Bulls player is staying up to double. Okay? So you need to play on Anthony Edwards' side. You have no chance of guarding him one-on-one with the way you're positioned right now. But force him here. This player's going to stay in double. So why are you not sending him to this double team? Okay, if you are trapping like Vucevic is doing off of this screen, you've got to close this area off. Anthony Edwards can't turn the corner either way. Like, this is the only part of the floor he can have access to. Like, you just let him turn the corner. This trap is not working now. Okay, I'm just done with Nikola Vucevic. Like, he just can't run drop coverage to save his life. Okay, so because of that, this player's going to have to step up in backside help. Io DeSumo here is going to have to start to rotate now because as this pass is made, he's got to go. You're going to have to X out. So he's going to have to go here. Then this player would come up here. But like DeSumo is taking a long time. This is just embarrassing. The Bulls are okay. So this is not a trap. Vucevic is hedging. Okay, so Io DeSumo's got to get up because as soon as Anthony Edwards pulls his dribble back, like he just did, DeSumo should be ready to guard because Vucevic has to recover. He can't stick around here all day, okay? And I guess that's kind of happening because now he's not going to be able to recover. Too many Bulls players staring at this shot. I mean, Zach LaVine, please. If you're these two players, if you're just going to stare at the shot, sprint back. Like one of you, two of you, all three of you, someone's got to sprint back here because if we just have a bunch of people staring at the shot and Minnesota comes up with this,